Back on Inside Tennessee with Don Bosch, Susan Richardson-Williams, and my colleague John North. Susan, let's start with you on this. A couple of races on the ballot are significant in Knox County because they are people who represent the entire county. As most people who watch this program know, there are 11 commissioners on county commission in Knox County. 2 of them don't represent just one district, but the entire county. They're the at-large seats, and both are on the ballot. Let's talk about the Republican side, Susan. You pick the first we start with.
All right, well, we'll start with 10. That's the seat in which Larson J. is running as at-large, and his opponent in the Republican primary is a man named Steve Weiner. Larson, I think a lot of people that are watching the show today will know him. Obviously, he's on council and has a commission and is up for re-election. He's started the Random Acts of Flowers. He's been very involved in the community and doing a lot with the Beaver Creek watershed. Very well known. Steve Weiner is unknown in the county. Some Republicans in our county would think that Larson is too moderate for them. They might refer to him as a liberal. I don't believe that. I think he's very conservative, too moderate, perhaps on some issues. Mr. Weiner, I don't know much more about except that he's an attorney. I think Larson is going to have the edge here because it's county-wide race, and he does have a lot of name ID because of the Random Acts of Flowers and being on commission.
John, your thoughts on at-large 10?
Yeah, on the Republican side, I think Larson J. is the clear leader at this point. Larson is very thoughtful about his approach, and he does not necessarily follow the hard right, as I've coined it, hooplehead dogma sometimes that some Republicans have done. We've seen a spate of it right now in our state legislature. But Larson should win this. His challenger in this race is a lawyer. Frankly, Steve Weiner, I don't know. He claims to practice estate and probate, which would be a good reason why I would not necessarily know him. But he is a newcomer. He is running to the right of Larson. There is no question. His first tagline is, I'm going to make Knox County a sanctuary city for the Second Amendment. So I guess all guns are safe within Knox County should he become the at-large county commissioner. So he's definitely running to the right of Larson, but I think Larson's really well liked. The Democrat in the race, Dylan Early, not much is known about him. I'm very happy again that my party is putting up some candidates in races that historically that Knox we've not had much of a chance in. There are a couple of good ones that we haven't talked about this morning, but hopefully Dylan will get some traction and may not win the race, but you've got to start somewhere.
Susan, the open seat is District 11. That's Devin Driscoll and Kim Frazier. They were on our broadcast. You could hear both of them if you haven't on a prior Inside Tennessee. Mm-hmm. Your take on that open seat?
Yeah, I did watch that broadcast, and I thought they both did an excellent job of defining their positions and what their interests were in Knox County. Devin is a businessman, son of Sean Driscoll, who moved here many years ago to go to work for Whittle. Devin owns D1 athletic training properties. Again, very active in the community. Kim Frazier is, I would call her a community activist, particularly in public school area. She lives out in Hardin Valley and very engaged in activities there and was involved in trying to get the Hardin Valley Middle School. So I think this race is really going to be the one to watch. It probably a toss-up right now from all the talk that I've heard. Devin may have a little bit more name ID, but I think that this race is going to be very close, and we may go into the evening on this one. Two really, really good candidates.
Yeah, I actually disagree a little bit with Susan on this one. On her side of it, Devin Driscoll he's very close to Kyle Ward and Scott Davis and some longtime Republican fixtures. Frankly, Kyle's new, but Kyle is popular on county commission. I don't necessarily and often disagree with both of those gentlemen politically, but they do have bases that I think they'll bring to Driscoll. Our firm is close to Driscoll's father. I think the Democratic candidate, Vivian Shipe, she's a strong community activist, been known in the community for a while in that role. Again, we'll have a difficult time in winning an at-large seat in Knox County, but is a good candidate for the Democrats to put out there and let them see what our party is about here in Knoxville.
Don and Susan, thank you. John, just a little civics lesson here for our viewers who aren't familiar with what County Commission does. Explain their top agenda priority.
Well, the priorities are they have to approve the budget, which the mayor puts forth. They also are going to bless things like zonings and land use. Those are key things. There is also room, though, to assert yourself as a politician. You've got the opportunity, if you represent one of the districts, to kind of look out for your district, throw a little money around if you want. You can play kind of the big politician in town if you like. It's not a bad gig.
We've also seen it as a stepping stone to other offices, public offices in the state legislature and mayor, to name a couple. We're going to take another quick break on Inside Tennessee. Back with more of our discussion about the Knox County primary coming up.